In today's demonstration, I'm going to show our latest standard reports in Visual Script for Jira. The first one is our stacked bar chart. So here we have a series and we have a category. My series, which is going to be the colors within each bar, is going to be a custom field called source within my Jira Service Desk project. The category field, which is going to be each bar, is going to be my priority field. I have the option to add display values, which I won't. My issue type is incident, and I'm going to do resolved and unresolved issues. So simple data entry. I'm going to have a bar here per priority, which you'll see here, bar per priority. And then each color is representing a source. So you'll see under medium, if I hover over it, shows me the source name is customer, number of issues 10, and so forth. And then I get the expanded view, which shows me each priority, each source, the number of issues with hyperlink. If I want to see this same report left to right, we have our horizontal stacked bar chart. I'm doing the same parameter entry as my stacked bar chart, but as I run this, I'm going to get a bar that goes left to right per priority, and within there stacked will be the sources. So you'll see same bar for medium. I hover over it, it shows me 10 which, for the source of customer, 1 for the source of email, and so forth. And then I get the same expanded view as I did in the regular stacked bar chart. The next one is our grouped bar chart. So I'm doing the same parameters here as in my 2 different stacked bar charts, in the category being priority, the series field being a custom field called source. And in here, the difference is it's a different representation of the data in that we're going to have a bar per source within each priority. So you'll see the different colored bars. This is based on the source down here. So this is our 10 issues again for medium for the customer source that I showed in the stack bar chart right here. So we just get a different way to visualize it and having a bar per source within each priority. The next one is our donut chart. So this is basically the same as a pie chart, except it has a hole in the middle essentially. So project key, component field, issue type incident, resolved and unresolved issues. Really simple data entry to get this report up and running. And you'll see on the far right, I'll have a legend which shows each of my components, and then I have a wedge for each one of those. I can hover over it and I can see the name of the component with the number of issues with percentage. Click the hyperlink, I get all the detailed information here. Now, I can also change my report and I can go to my built-in pie chart and I could just add, it's the same parameter options. So if I add the same data as I did in my donut chart, component, my issue type is incident, and resolved and unresolved issues. Now this is going to be just the pie chart version of that same report. So you'll see I have my component legend on the right, wedges per component, hover over it, get the name of the component, the number of issues with percentage, and the expanded view. The next one is our funnel chart. So this also has the same parameters as the pie chart, the donut chart, the bar chart, the gauge, and the field hierarchy, all the same exact parameter entry. So for my funnel chart, I'm going to do my project key, my field being status, issue type incident, resolved and unresolved issues. Now we're going to have different rectangles reading from top to bottom. The larger the rectangle, it means we have the more issues within that status. So you'll see closed has the most issues, next is open, next is work in progress, next is pending, and then I get the more detailed information here in the expanded view. Next is our bubble timeline. So here what we're doing is we're showing a timeline of events filtered off based on a date. So project key, we're going to report off of the created field, and I can choose a custom date field as well, and I just type it here. Then I have the issue type of incident, and I'm going to do unresolved issues only. So here we're going to see a bubble per date, per created date, with the number of issues that were created that day. So you'll see on, I think it's here May 1st, roughly, we have 11 issues that were created that day that are incidents. If I click the expanded view, I can actually see the start date, the created dates in May 1st, 11 issues with hyperlink. So that's our bubble timeline. And then we have our block timeline, which gives us an additional feature. So here I'm going to do my created date. Based off the created date, I'm going to do incidents, but I have the option to create swim lanes. So I'm going to use the priority field for swim lanes. And I also have the option to do vertical grouping if I'm in a Jira software project using fixed versions. So I can group it vertically using fixed versions. But I'm going to select false because I'm in a service desk project. Now this is going to be our block timeline, and you're going to see swim lanes per priority, a shape with the number of issues that were created on each day. And then up here, you can see the details of we're counting by created date, group by priority, project, um, my Jira Service Desk project, and my issue type is incident. And it gives you hyperlinks to all those issues. So next is a new feature on our grid report. So we're used to our grid report displaying with shapes. So if I run this, this is going to be the grid report that we've come to be used to. And you'll see we'll have a shape within, or shapes within each cell that are showing based on the priority and based on the status. You'll see we have all of our incident issues here. We're including different display values to get just a lot more context and a lot more data right within each shape. But we have an additional option now where you can edit parameters, and instead of shapes, you could select issue count. And in your issue count, it's going to show you now the grid, and in each cell, instead of showing the shapes, it's going to show a number hyperlinked, which represents the number of issues that meet that criteria. So we have 6 issues that are medium priority open status. And this would otherwise show 6 different shapes within that cell. So that concludes the demonstration for our stacked bar chart, our horizontal stacked bar chart, our group bar chart, the donut chart that I showed before this pie chart, the funnel chart, the bubble timeline, block timeline, and the new feature in our grid report, which is issue count.